I just knocked over my whole mic turning that on. Hello everyone, hello. Hope everyone's doing good. So much for seamless transition. Hi everyone, hope everyone's doing good today. This could very well be the final episode of Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. This could be the last time we see any of these characters until a new game's released. And that is devastating. Because, man, it's been over a year, like almost a year and a half since we started our Ace Attorney journey. And oh boy. This has become the game of this channel. We're not done with it though. We still have the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. That's gonna take a while. And potentially also Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, if I can figure out how to stream that in general. But man, oh man. This is it, huh? Let's try to beat, well, we're gonna try to beat it today. We might not. We might get it another day, but this could very well be the end. Alrighty. Let's continue. Turnabout for the ages. You can't prove I incited anything. You can't prove I incited anything. Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you could pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere. Ah, of course. Damn it, he's got us. He never mentioned murder in his letters. That means he's innocent. And while we're at it, let's let free all of the murderers who never put "I murdered someone" in a letter. They're all innocent as well. If I did, maybe you could have a case, but maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all. That's not true. You kidnapped me. Sorry, but did I miss the part where you proved that? All I ever admitted to was sending letters. Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. He's practiced this. He's practiced this in a mirror. I just passed on what you might call pertinent information. He's a slippery one, I'll give him that. There's gotta be something we can do. What about this? Excitement stuff he's talking about. Incitement, Kay. It's meant to encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it's seen as equivalent to committing the crime itself. I don't know about equivalent, but... So then we just need to prove that he told them to do it. You say that like it's going to be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking to you? Fair. I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to turn. Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? I don't... I don't know about that one. What if I just pluck an idea out of nowhere? I trained all of these vicious wild beasts to attack on command, for example. All I'd have to do is say the word and sidle off stage in the chaos. Then why you admit that you can do that? What? You wouldn't. I'm just spitballing, but you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? I could just as easily take Sean hostage with the gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Yeah, you know what? That would make for a killer show. You will do no such thing. Insane. It's hard to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go. But knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst. I like to, like, what happens if we lose here? Does he just, like, kill us all? Like, what are the stakes here? I'm quite confused. Fine, I'll humor you. But once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one. Bore me, and we're done here. Alright, let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we? Oh, the stakes are high. He's not going to give me an inch. He's going to give me 2 inches. But there must be something we can do. We can't let his crimes go unpunished. One second. Un momento. Okay. It's cold in here. Now it's grabbing my blanket. Okay, now we're cozy. We must get redacted to 200 subscribers. Also, is this the last game? It's the last of the mainline games. Not including Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which takes place in the past, like very far past. And also, Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton, which is a crossover game, which is hard to... I'll maybe stream that one. But it's technically the last case of the last game, yeah. 2 inches away, I don't know. Something. Think about it, I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you could pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I didn't mention murder anywhere. If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all. I think we can. Don't we have something that proves he did it? Oh, thank you for the hydrated posture check. Below average, I guess. Bleep track, rehearsal tape. Don't we have something? Oh, yeah, yes. We have his, like, the hot air balloon stuff on the tape. I'm afraid you're wrong. I have proof that you meant for at least one murder to happen. Because you said so yourself. Oh, yeah. That's right, he did say that. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer. He just said it outright. What? And we know that's him because of the hot air balloon. I said that? Weird, I don't remember. You admitted to murder on tape. I know you can think you can worm your way out of everything. But this time you're wrong. I am. Bro broke the fourth wall. Yes, because our conversation was being recorded. By somebody intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted. Hell yeah. It was. You got your conversation with the clown here on tape. That's what you're trying to tell us? No. He's gonna be like,
actually, you can't prove it was me because they were using a voice modifier.
He's gonna do that. He's gonna say it. You can see that camera in front of us. It's broadcasting the twitch.tv/catsters2000. No. Lang Ji says, a schemer's schemes will swallow him in the end. Miss Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please?
You bet I can.
Got it.
It was this part right here.
The music, too.
Mr. Edgeworth, that's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Oh yeah, I guess it is the music, too. We have a recording of you killing 2 people. It was all AI. Damn, got us again.
Mr. Edgeworth, that's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Who is this? Do we have to listen to the whole conversation again? It was like a 10-minute conversation. You're the one who abducted Kay.
I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. It was right around here. Edited. I was surprised, S. Oh no. Oh no! It never got picked up. Huh? That's weird. Is something wrong, Miss Lloyd? I'll say. Seems we maybe, didn't quite catch the next part on tape. What?
Why? How could it not be on there?
Aw, poor babies. You think I leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about that bug, you see.
So you're admitting that you...
Bro's freaky. So you're admitting the bug. It could be returned on and off remotely.
What? I never knew they make those.
Remote-controlled bugs. Sure, they exist, but... So you switched it off to avoid being recorded? Bingo! I don't think this clown should open himself up like that. No, I don't think so either. But how? You would have had to know you were being recorded in the first place. If he doesn't get locked up for killing people, please get rid of him for public indecency. Yes, I agree. I vouch. You would have had to know you're being recorded in the first place. Objection. It's me. And I did. Of course I did. It was so obvious that someone was eavesdropping. And that's because... Miss Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting. No. You heard that whole conversation? I did indeed, old pal. But I must say, I thought you would have figured it all out much sooner. Aren't you supposed to be a genius prosecutor? Now, where were we again? Oh yeah, at the part where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. Aw, well. Oh, shucks. So my tape ain't gonna be no use to anybody after all? Come on, I must have recorded something you can use. If only that were true. Hey, K-Meister?
Yeah?
The old bugaroo. It was hidden in your pin that whole time, right? There you go. Who is Fender? It feels like someone's OC just popped out of nowhere. It's Eddie Fender. He was Edgeworth's dad's, like, apprentice. My boy Eddie. You know those memes? It's like I added my OC to the Gumball / Loud House. What do you think? Yeah. Exactly. I know what you're talking about. It's like Sonic.exe levels of Blood Eyes. The old bugaroo. It was hidden in your pin that whole time, right? That shake anything loose from the old brain tree.
I don't know. Give me a second to think.
You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before. So sad, relying on flawed evidence, desperately trying to make it stick. Why does he talk like that? He's quirky. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Next topic, please. Huh? He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry. I'm glad. Thanks for the flashback to 2 lines ago. Really appreciate it. I completely forgot what she said. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before. Kay had a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, How long were you recording the intercepts from the bug for? Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back? In which case? During which time frame would we be likely to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape? 2 nights ago, yeah? Mr. Saint abducted Kay and took her up to the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? Miss Lloyd, quickly, play us any tape you have from the night before last.
Huh? Oh, sure thing.
Yeah, hot air balloon.
That's the sound of the balloon.
Indeed it is. At around that time, I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't have been too far away from you. Or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording, I wonder? Oh! 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 What was that?
Wait, that noise.
That was a gunshot. Who was shot? Unless he has, gunshot residue on his hand. Did he shoot at Simeon? Interesting. Because he was there. He was at the roof. Ooh, intriguing. That was a gunshot. You turned the bug off then too, it seems. Unluckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. That gunshot ties you directly to the case. Huh? Oh, what are you talking about? Nobody ever even mentioned a gun. He's wrong. Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. I just need to remember who it was and present the piece of evidence that proves it. It was, Dijon Wang. Which piece of evidence shows that a gun was used in an incident related to this case? Boom! But where'd the gun wind up? It's written right here in the president's autopsy report. But he died via crushing. He died via crushing, but he shot off a firearm. He shot off a gunshot. Right there at the top. Gunshot residue detected on right hand. But there's no gun found. But that means he shot off a gun. Traces of gunshot residue were detected on his hand. And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was in the balloon being taken by you to the top of the big building. However, the roof wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be. Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave. And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that? Don't tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Saint. Not when it sounds crystal clear in this recording. I'm surprised Verity didn't hear a gunshot. She was probably still in the area. Bro, everyone's OC is just coming up at this point. Just put a PNG in my character somewhere and people think it's normal. You're just going to pretend to ignore me? What else do you expect me to do when you keep spouting your weird theories? We didn't just hear a gunshot on that tape. If you listen carefully, you can hear that the bullet hit something too. Could the president have been aiming at Mr. Saint? Ooh. What would the bullet have struck? Probably the hot air balloon, I'm assuming. That's why we haven't seen it. I think the president was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard on that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket.
Let's take a look and see, shall we?
Oh. There's a gas tank here. It's fixed to the side of the basket.
Doesn't look like it's been hit by any bullets. You only need to do it once. After 90 seconds, it'll tell you if you caught it or not. Which is lucky. That would not have ended well for anybody nearby.
Alright, let's look elsewhere, shall we?
Oh, there it is.
A hole.
With a bullet stuck in it.
You tell me we just found that bullet now? How convenient. There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I'd call that pretty conclusive proof. Smaller balloon used for promotional purposes. Saint is in charge of it and drives it around the back of his truck. Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole? You see everything, don't you? It's pretty impressive, I have to admit. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it. Just shut up and confess, will you? Alright. No need to get cranky. Alright, I did it. I killed everyone. Is that what you want from me? What really happened 2 nights ago? I'll admit, I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived... yeah, I killed a man, so Sigma. Judge Cavell and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Only the president noticed me, and he made the good judge leave right away. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired.
But why was he trying to shoot down the balloon?
That's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here. Oh! Ooh. Well, I was saying going there to, he kidnapped Kay, and he was gonna throw her up there for some reason. All a part of a grand scheme. He's gonna murder Gavel. That makes sense with what we've learned. Oh my gosh. Me? Yeah, you. You told him about Sean. What'd you think would happen? Kay as in Kay Faraday, our assistant. Also, what is he saying right now? He's saying that he got shot at when he was just flying his balloon. And that the president was planning to shoot the judge. There's a lot of drama. Bro, she got kidnapped. I gotta watch the last VOD. It wasn't even last VOD. It was like probably like 10 VODs ago. It was like 2 cases ago. Or last case. Why do you think he met with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter. Doom doom. Because she knew the truth about Sean's parentage. He was afraid. Afraid? Yeah, you could say that. Take that! Among Us. Yeah, you could say that. The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much when he tried to get rid of me, he couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander. Okay, then how'd Kay get up on the roof? I admit I flew the balloon up to the roof. Judge Cavell and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Doing the wrong stuff. Only the president noticed me and he made the good judge leave right away. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired. Why? Like... You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket. Yeah, I tried to get out of there the second he pulled out that gun. Couldn't have my balloon go and pop. But it was a close run thing. So he left right then and there. Of course I did. He's shooting at me. Saying there's a problem with that? Does that present a problem? Yeah. It's a cool balloon, to be fair. Hell yeah, it is. In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on the rooftop. Which means you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you? Oh yeah, guess I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear, then I landed on the roof. Would you mind appending that statement to your testimony? So you admit that you kidnapped Kay and dropped her off. Makes no difference to me. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. Yep, okay, I thought so. Miss Hart was in the 51st floor storeroom the night before last, but didn't see the president pass through. Objection! I disagree. You're lying to us again. I am. I am? I thought I was being honest that time. The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact. What? And you believe the word of a 2-bit hack over mine? I'll beg your gosh darn pardon. Say that about the chief again, I dare you. I'll whip that smile right off of your stupid clown face. So we know that Hart was camped out on the 51st floor that evening. But if our fake president didn't escape through there, then how the heck did he get off the roof? An excellent question. One that I hope to provide the answer to next. We know that he didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities. Which leaves only one possible way of escaping the rooftop. The balloon? It's the only way out. How did the president leave the rooftop if it wasn't via the elevator or the hatch? It'd have to be the balloon. There was nothing else. Where's the balloon? We've got so much. We have way too much evidence. You can tell it's the final case. Oops. Take that. He flew. He grew wings and he flew. He flew? Yes, in Mr. Saint's balloon. Objection. Whoa, 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 whoa. Quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy a lift in my balloon? Objection. There was a security camera on the elevator, and Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that rooftop. Objection. You know what the circus is all about. Making the audience think you're in danger. Giving them a thrill. But it's time to bring the act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am. What do you mean? Watch and learn. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never even blinking for a moment? You bet your big toe I was. I done said so as much in my testimony. Objection. Huh. So the noise. The sound of Miles's faithful assistant falling through the hatch. That didn't scare you so badly that you fainted? Oh my gosh. So, maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out. Unconscious, you might say. What? What happened? That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor. Well, so what if I did? Ain't a girl in the world don't get caught a little unaware sometimes. Sorry, Miles, but that's what you get for putting your faith in these people. It doesn't matter. Kay can't have fallen down the hatch until after the president left the roof. Yeah. Objection. You sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The coward fake president fired his gun at me. She's too American for me. Then he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down that hatch. So what if he did? What would that mean? Come now. Surely even you can see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary. Why did that turn green? Usually it only turns green if it wants me to present evidence or its testimony. If the president hid until after Miss Hart fainted, he could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected. Okay, then how would he know that she's fainted? How would he even know that she's down there? No, she was hiding. And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart. No. Did he have to do that to me in my own voice? Oh, because he was doing Edgeworth's voice. Got it. That makes more sense. That's right. Oh, and another thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to our pal the president while he's hiding in the shadows. That's why he went to the set to try and murder him the next day, only to wind up being killed himself. Damn. AI, I told you he's using AI. That's right. It was Sean who murdered the body double. What possible reason could the boy have for doing so?
Objection.
Oh, a pretty good one. He already knew he was the president's son. And how did he discover that exactly? Because I told him in one of my trademark letters. What? He's lying. Yeah, it's pretty obvious he's lying. Oh, you bet I am. Huh? Or am I? Maybe I did tell him. Or maybe I didn't. He's playing tricks with us. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it? It was my fault the Torosaurus head fell off of that roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my dad until today, I swear. Yeah, we were kind of there when he figured that one out. Huh? Well. I knew about the falling head thanks to the bug. But who knew it was you who made it fall? And the president died from being crushed, was it? Ugh. Alright, well, that's confirmed at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although, I guess you'd say something more like... And so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unassailable logic if you can. Why are there so many random people? What is happening? The whole gang's here. It's a whole party. I think pretty much almost every character is here in these that's in these profiles. The murder of the so-called president. You know my MO by now, right? I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I like to pull a few strings here and there. That was the case with Bronco, with Chairman Winner. So what makes you think I let that fake president set foot on my balloon? Besides, I thought he was crushed to death. I thought he was crushed to death by that muddle monster head. And who set old Torosaurus's noggin a fallin', It all makes perfect sense. That's how our imposter wound up dead. No doubt about it. And what was the motive behind the murder? The little truth I shared, just like I said. Get it? The truth. The thing you're so fond of. That's what caused the murder here, not me. No, that's not possible. He was crushed. I'm wondering, what if he wasn't crushed by the Torosaurus head? Death was due to full body contusions and bone breakages caused by extreme pressure from above. What if he was... because he was clearly moved there. His body was already there. What else could crush him? What if he was crushed by the balloon? That's crazy. That'd be crazy. But What else would crush him? I don't think he was crushed by the Torosaurus head, because he was moved there. And he was already dead. No, that's not possible. Well, is there a detective in the house? Somebody arrest that boy. Can't help noticing nobody rushing to slap on the handcuffs. What's the matter? Curse you. Just as I thought. Admit it, you're all the same. You, Winner, that idiot phony president. You want the real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't ya? That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to suit your needs. No, that's not true.
Objection.
No, scam. Well, if you're not gonna make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Thank you for the lurk. Once I tell them the kid here's a murderer, maybe then they'd finally do something.
Objection.
We're not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint. How did I know you'd make some excuse for Stalin even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. And yet you still want to prolong the agony. Well, as long as you know what you're doing. Oh! Save! 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 Because I'm not certain that I know the answer. He's not holding back. What? Did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too? Hey, Malzarino? I thought he was gonna ask for a hug. You want a hug? Take a deep breath for me, would you? Why would I do that, Fender? Because it's times like these you need to kick back, take stock, and be grateful for what you have. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Remember? The way in which the president made his escape is what you and Laughing Boy can't agree on. So how about this for a little thought experiment? What if it's not about whether the big guy in the purple jacket got on that balloon or not? Or rather, under what conditions would Simeon have been cool with letting him get on board if he was already dead? A turnabout in thinking? Ah, Papa! Forgive the interruption. Just my 2 cents worth. Or, your old man's, I guess I should say. Maybe Gregory's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era. He's right. Under what circumstances would the body double have been allowed on that balloon? He was a physically imposing man, and what's more, he was carrying a gun. Could he have been drugged? No, there were no traces of sedatives found during his autopsy. In which case, surely not. Are you ready to continue, Miles Areno? Oh. Sorry, I turned into Eddie. So sorry. Are you ready to continue, Miles? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for. Yeah, I know. This is going to be tricky. But I have to tear his testimony down one statement at a time. I wonder what in universe the health bar is. Like what is he showing him? You know my MO by now, right? I'm a hands-off kind of guy. Okay, let's get to the, there's the case with Broncos, Sarah Winners. What you think? I let that fake president set foot on my balloon. Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by that model monster head. But what if he wasn't?
Objection.
Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster. What? Did you really just say that? You. Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant beasts, right? Did he use his special powers? The only person in communion with monsters was you. Sorry, but you must have had me mixed up with somebody else. No monster pals here, I'm afraid. Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creature. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Saint, and I can prove it. What? You're talking about the lion balloon? Yes, a quivering mockery of a monster filled with hot air, but a monster nonetheless. Not entirely unlike Mr. Saint himself. Sorry, you lost me. What are you trying to say exactly? You seem very keen to stick to your story about having manipulated Sean and the president. But no matter how true you may have wanted it to be, that was nothing more than a desperate lie. Even the most skilled animal tamer can't make the dead do his bidding. And the president was dead long before he left that roof, having been killed by your balloon. I get it. The thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few 100 pounds, right? When the president attacked you from the roof, you had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. The method you chose? Landing the balloon right on top of him. You told me you couldn't run out of the way. That's crazy. You didn't need to let him ride on that balloon, and he didn't need to coerce you into taking him. Because you took away because what you took away was his dead baddie. Objection. Wait a minute now, Miles. If what you're saying is true, the president would have been killed 2 nights ago. Which would mean the time of death recorded in the autopsy was wrong. Yeah, that's fair. No, that's valid. Also, how do you know about the autopsy? It would? Wow, you're really losing your touch. Look again, it's written right there. Time of death, April 5th at approximately 11 p.m. Clear as day. No, that's fair, and he also was in the recording, so... I wasn't dead set on this either.
April 5th. That was yesterday. Which means...
Exactly. It means he died when the Torosaurus head fell off of that roof. Alright, Sean. It's time to be honest with us all. You know it's the right thing to do. You killed your daddy.
What if we've had cases like that before where the time of death was wrong? What if he was stored somewhere? But that wouldn't make sense. Because his body, he showed up at the rehearsal.
You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, didn't you? We get it. Who wouldn't? My daddy's also a killer. He just left you. What kind of a father would do that?
No, that's not what happened. I already told you I didn't know who he was until today.
But you did know because I told you myself. Can my theory really have been so wide off the mark? I want to thank you again, Miles. You hounded Winter and LaGuard until their crimes were finally exposed. And by ruining them both, you helped me get my revenge. Gotta love those powers of deduction. If the time of death matched up, everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have
cheated the time of death somehow. Oh, okay. So I was right. It means his body was stored somewhere, probably? In like a freezer? Yeah, we've had this before. Oh, and what was the other guy's name again? Carmelo Gusto. You even ran him down for me. That was some great work you did there. Of course, Gusto. Oh yeah, that was this game! That was this game we covered that, didn't it? Wasn't it? The IS-7 incident. He killed Frost and froze his body in order to conceal it. Oh, look at that. It's all coming together. Like father, like son. Oh, we're getting a flashback. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect. Bingo. I only wish I could have been there to see his downfall too. How can you say that? He was your father. It's so scary. Miss LaGuardia just keeps asking and asking about what happened that day. Where are you, Dad? When are you coming to get me? Please, I need you to come take me away. Is it because I broke my promise? Because I didn't show up in time to help you taste your worth? He was no father. He left me all on my own. What kind of person would do that? Aw. We may have shared the same blood, but that's it. Father? What a joke. Welcome to Daddy Issues the Game. You may not want to hear this, Mr. Saint, but you share more than blood. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know. Huh. What's that supposed to mean? You're both cold-blooded killers. Fate can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. You and your father were the same, even in the methods you chose. You deliberately threw off the time of death, just as he did. That's right. We had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit down by the harbor. A refrigeration unit in a depot. I threw off the time of death. And how did I do that exactly? By hiding the president's body in a very specific place. You hid the body right here. Right here, this is where we found Sean. Take that. You needed to keep the body cool somewhere, and you also needed somewhere to keep Sean. Who knew that the two were connected? You talking about the kidnapping again? Why are we bringing that up now? Because, much as you may wish we had forgotten, we know that you kept Sean in a refrigeration unit. The same refrigeration unit in which you kept the president's body. Just as your father froze the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago. What? You're saying I'm the same as him? The same as the animal who abandoned me? A sad irony, but an undeniable truth nonetheless. Objection. Shut up. I'm nothing like him. I could never be like him. He's nothing to do with me, and we're nothing alike. Objection. Sorry, kiddo, but I think it's pretty clear that you and old Gusto have more than a little in common. He even told us you didn't like sweet stuff way back when we first met, right? If that's not a product of your daddy issues, I don't know what is. Oh my god, he did say that. Ooh, it's been foreshadowing all along. It's not a product of your daddy issues. I don't know what is. You don't understand. You may have tried to disown your father, but he lives on in everything you do. You think the same way. And you're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself.
Your crimes were even exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar. Ah! Or should I say... I don't know anything about a refrigeration unit. The kidnapping? Nothing to do with me. Oh my god. He's... Nonsense. You did it so you could blackmail Judge Gavel. We know for a fact you were involved. Objection. You're a real danger to be around, you know that, Miles? What aren't you going to accuse me of? He's like ticking off every crime in the book. But it changes nothing. You still don't have any proof of incitement, of kidnapping, of anything. Oh, wait. Or are you planning on maybe fabricating some? Taking a leaf out of the old Winter playbook? Winter playbook? That's different. Usually it's the Von Karma playbook. I'll take it. Never. I would never do that. I can't let myself rise to the provocation. What was the line? No matter what happens, we must find the truth. Something like that. But only when the truth suits you, huh? That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why I had to get my revenge myself. I got away with it. I got away with it all. LaGuard, Winner, and now you. None of you can touch me.
This is bad, Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't there anything we can do?
Everything points to this man being our culprit. But we need evidence. Even just one piece. Alright, it's been fun. But it's time we brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event though, won't you? I'll even let you in for free, if you'll finally admit defeat. Who was that? Gumshoe! Sorry to keep you waiting, sir.
Gummy? Where have you been?
I've been doing my job just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me. And Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report? I had them look into a few things real quick, sir, about the refrigeration unit where the kid was kept. It was registered to the very big circus, just like you said. And there it is, just in the nick of time. Excellent work, Miss Detective. Mr. Saint? Must be some kind of mistake. Why would a circus need a refrigeration unit? A valid question, I suppose, but we're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for her thoughts on the matter. Well, Miss Barry?
We do hire a unit to store all the food for the animals. But I don't know where it is. I leave all that to Simeon. He's so good at that kind of thing.
You fool!
Simeon, you're scaring me.
Such a shame. But rushing to find a solution after the fact so often leads to mistakes. You knew that if the body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked. Moved it to the grounds of the big building instead. Yeah.
But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you'd known you were up against a great thief and an even greater detective. Aww, that's the nicest thing he's ever said about Gumshoe. Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale. Don't think you've won just yet, Miles. You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory. I am. Perhaps you can enlighten us. You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with that balloon. And I know you don't, because there isn't any. I'm afraid there is. What? If Mr. Saint murdered the victim as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence. On the balloon, right?
Take that!
Analysis of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need. The balloon again? I know, we're presenting it a lot. You already have your bullet hole. What else do you expect to find?
We, expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero of justice.
He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has got out of way tighter spots than this one. What they said. We believe in you, Mouserino. And so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now. I know he is. Aww. Gregory! Just stay calm and sees us through to the end, Miles Edgeworth. A perfect victory is only moments away. The president's body double was killed by the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last. I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present once and for all. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivably wicked man.
Just everyone's here. The power of friendship. Friendship is magic.
This last piece of evidence will prove your guilt beyond a doubt. What should we expect to find on the balloon if it was used to crush the president?
Well, he's got the flowers embedded in his chest, right? And he was given the flowers by Judge Gravel on the rooftop. So, traces of the lion lilies should be on the balloon. That should be it.
Take that!
Yes!
When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies. Symbol of the connection between parent and child. A popular flower back in Zhengfa. That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dump by now. A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away. So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection.
That's got nothing to do with any of this.
Ignore him, Sean. You threw those flowers away. That much is true. But the bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. The president held on to them until the last. An act which provided us with our final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of have been squashed flat. They must have been crushed by that balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of lion lily pollen, what do you think we might find? What do you think we might find? No, you don't need to do that. You looked over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. Those flowers are bright yellow. Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint. Get the luminol! Emma? Yeah, Emma! I forgot she's here too!
Yeah?
I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind. I forgot Emma was here. It's actually the whole gang.
Leave it to me. Alright, let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we? I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it. What? And there we have it. You murdered the president, and this murder you carried out yourself. No, how could this? No. You crushed the president with that balloon. Then you loaded his body into the basket and took him to the refrigeration unit. But why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body? Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening. The auction?
Oh, Rosie Ringer's murder.
Yeah, that too. Exactly. If he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans. I get it. And he couldn't leave the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right? Indeed not. So while returning to the big building to drop the body off again the following night, he must have observed the fire Sean caused and the Torosaurus head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder. You made it seem as if the falling head was what killed him, so that my son would take the blame. You despicable coward. In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lot below. And while he was dangling from the rope you used, he was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape. Oh, that's how he was there! That's messed up. No, how did you see through it all? How? You manipulated people and you manipulated this case, just as you manipulate animals on the stage. You thought you were all-powerful, but your reign is at an end.
The animals look like they're mad with you, Simeon. Even Money and Isaiah. They thought you were their friend, but you're not. They're sad and mad all at the same time.
They're gonna eat you. Feed him to the gorilla. So stop it. Stop looking at me like that. Perhaps they will when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut out for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with a whimper. Don't. Get away from me! Get away from me! Please leave me alone! Dad, where are you? I'm so scared. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not the bad one. They are. Why, Bronco? Why'd you stop me from going to see my dad? If only none of them did what they did, I wouldn't have had to. Oh. I couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was all alone with nobody to help me. Oh! But that man, he helped me. Kenise was the only one who ever helped me. So what if I used people I had to? Is that so wrong? No, leave me alone, leave me alone! Ow! It hurts. Stop it! Oh no! He's getting beat up by all the animals. That's crazy. That was so sad. It seems the game is up at last. Oh! The killer. The killer. Mr. Edgeworth, may I be the first to congratulate you. You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now I am free too. Oh! No! Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun. Please, not only are you carrying one, you were just about to draw it. He must have stolen it from the president after murdering him. Oh, I just noticed everyone's sprites. Franziska's pissed, Lang's pissed, Kay's in shock, Gumshoe's in shock, Edgeworth's in shock, Emma's in shock, Verity's hugging Sean, Regina's sad, Eddie's in shock, and Tabby's like crying. Where's Lotta? Where'd she go? This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, and yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There's nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied about the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one's opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. But that was not a true crime. No, thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me. That is the crime for which you are about to pay. No. Oh! I just noticed that Kanice's prison suit number says boss on it. That's funny. Ooh, assassin be assassin. You. It's been a while, the killer. Step aside, Kanice. That man is my target. Oh, Simeon's so sad in the background. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade. Aw, that's his boy. That's his sweet boy. His young pup. And if I refuse, let's just say that I might not take the loss of the one life that I ever saved too well. You save a life? Bodhidharma Kanice, the blind butcher himself. Preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who have taken so many lives, once chose to preserve one, that of an innocent young pup. And he, in his turn, saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like. I know you would. I know I would. But I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. The boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I'm in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing one another. Now then, I bid you all good day. Bye! Everyone just got so calm. Like, alright, yeah. 2 assassins. Oh! No, get back here! Oh, there he goes. You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young pup needs to be shown the error of his ways. And you have done just that. Alright, I suppose we'd better be getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits. I like how he's just going back to jail. He's like, alright, I did my job. Back to go sit in my jail cell. Doesn't it, Helmet? Yes, yes it does. Oh, hello. You killed my dad, didn't you, old man? I will not lie. I did. My victims deserve to be remembered at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you, horned pup. In that case... Sean, no! You must not falter, little one. Here. You may use my knife. Oh! Take it and cut my throat. No! Wait. One sure slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway. I want revenge. I want it so badly. Sean, don't do it! Please, Sean. I beg of you. At least I did, until just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took. But you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good. Trust me. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out, numbs it. Maybe it does, and listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted. Sean. But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. And so would all the people I work with. They're counting on me, and they worry about me.
Thoughtful words indeed, little one. Yeah, well, I get it now. I won't ever forgive you, but I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, the prosecutor, people like that.
Sean. Wow. You may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be.
You could at least consider trying to better yourself, Kay. Very well. Then I suppose we'll be on our way. With me, young pup. On our way? To where? Where else? To the prison. Our home. Aw. Our home? Aw! I will be your father in prison. Aw. Aw. And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. But as for me, there was one last thing I had to do. Oh, he has to get his badge back! April 8th, 2:54 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth.
What's the deal, big guy? Want to tell us what we're doing here? Mr. Edgeworth? Your request has been processed and approved. Huh? Your what now? I've asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated. Your badge? What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer.
I still can't believe you did that for me.
A certain man once said that to be an attorney is to be defendant's most trusted ally. And that by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. That man's image has been forever burnt into my memory. As strongly as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom. Good old Gregory. But that's his and my father's path. Mine lies elsewhere.
Mr. Edgeworth.
My path is that of the prosecutor. It always was. Well, then I guess that's that. I'm sorry. Nah, I dig it. And besides, I could tell by that look in your eye that your mind's made up. It is. Alright then. Looks like our work together is diddly done. Just don't come crying to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members. I understand. Hey, Mouster. Care to tell me why, at least? How come you're so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's hat back on? You once asked me something, Fender. Are you gonna keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you. Only one only you can answer. I've been thinking about that question ever since. About how I mean to live my life. And now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. I'm going to help people as a prosecutor. But can't you also do that as an attorney? Look at it this way. Simeon Saint was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent all those years ago, and with him his ability to believe in a just world. I know how that feels. Aww. To lose somebody so important to you. To lose faith in everything. Aww. To
to doubt everything and be utterly alone. To fight and fight and fight. Oh, that's so sad! All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I make that my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. Oh! No! Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't cut away to a flash before it shows Phoenix. Oh, that's so cute. Mr. Saint had nobody. He had no faith in the law. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. But I doubt even you imagine that the body double would ever go so far as to co-opt our country's police. Oh, no, I sure didn't. As long as Winter was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. LeGuard almost got away with it again. I want to help people like him. How do you plan to do that? If you'd been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened. Chairman Winter made a mockery of justice, and in so doing, drove Mr. Saint away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioners. It can be a shield that keeps the people safe from harm, or a sword wielded to wound them. Just one among many of the law's great contradictions. You can say that again. Yep, it's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. But one cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Saint. But a prosecutor? A custodian of the law? I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again and confront those contradictions at every turn. Very Malzarino. I like it. You know, it won't be easy breezy though, right? Let's see. Fighting the law itself, that's lawyering on hard mode. I understand that, but somebody has to do it. Oh, I don't know. I don't doubt that. And if it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change, adapt or perish, am I right? You're gonna smash this. I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy through and through. Aww. Aww. And if there's one thing that man did not know how to do, it's give up. Eyes on the prize and straight on till sunset. That was his motto. You know what? I saw that same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecutoring again. Prosecutoring again. You know what's really grown and changed? Hate to be a great big cheese ball, but you. Oh! Eddie! My love, Eddie. I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud as all get out. Fender, thank you. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, we can get the ceremony underway. Please. I now pronounce you Prosecutor. By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verity Gavel, do hereby, in the sight of that of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as a servant of the law. I love how it's still. I prefer to keep it in my pocket.
Alright, you're a prosecutor again.
Best news I've heard all week, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I gotta scoot. Your pops is gonna want to know that his kid just signed up for the opposition a second time. Thank you again, Fender, for everything. Don't thank me yet. The next time you see me, it could be across a courtroom. And this face is a whole lot less ruggishly charming when it's not on your side of the aisle. I would relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father. I hope that day comes very soon. Alrighty, Fender out. There he goes. Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you, Judge Cavell. I owe you more than I can say. You do? You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. That must have been a lonely battle indeed. Not at all. I was never truly alone.
That's right. You had the goddess of justice on your side.
Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If we aren't able to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that afflict the law, and to overcome them. And I thank you for your commitment to that cause, as does the Almighty Goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve. I'll look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon. As will I. You did not see the best of me when last I oversaw a trial. The next time will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality. Judge Cavell, I don't mean to call your motivation into question. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? But to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. And then when all is said and done, they pass down a judgment based on that very humanity. I'm not sure exactly how to put this. But perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals, and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me. This is my opinion, nothing more. You are right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insights, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winter. Someone else was with me, someone other than the goddess.
Sean! Of course, Sean!
This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near me gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going, no matter how hard the road ahead. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them, for Sean's sake more than anyone's. Like the mistakes made in the incident in which his father died. So you see, there is something more important, even to me, than the words of the goddess. Though it may anger her to hear me say such things. So that was your secret weapon all along, the strength of your bond with your son. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I should not strive for an unachievable perfection, but I must grow. As a servant of the law, and as a mother, that I believe above all else. I see. It seems that we both have plenty still left to learn. Indeed. We are neither of us perfect yet. Let us continue along our chosen paths, and continue to grow as we tread them, until we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey. There she goes. I lost the title of prosecutor, but now I have regained it, and in doing so I have seen a new way forward, a new path for justice, and I am determined to follow that path until it finally leads me to the truth, no matter how hard it may be, no matter what obstacles might arise. Woe betide anybody who stands in my way, for whoever they may be, whatever they might say, I will lift up my voice and shout. That was going really fast. Oh, that's it! Oh! We beat Ace Attorney Investigations.
So, Chief, what kind of scoop we looking to land ourselves next, huh? Did I teach you nothing, knucklehead? We're journalists, dang it. Leads are out our stock and trade, our bread and butter. You don't just hand that stuff over, not even to your danged apprentice. Sorry, Chief. Guess I still got a whole bunch to learn, huh? Well, alright then. Better go track down some leads my own self.
That's the spirit. You go get 'em, champ. Before you mosey on down the way. Mind, sharing what kind of leads them their leads might be? Huh? But, Chief, you... Come on now, I'm pretty much your editor, ain't I? Can't hold out on the boss. Ooh, come on, Chief, that's cold. Oh, I can't believe it's over. Man. We can get some words from the killer. My arm wound has yet to fully heal even now. The bodyguard who inflicted it was a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry. But never mind that now. Time to return to the life of a simple ice cream seller, although I have been thinking that perhaps crepes could be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be time to ponder the matter before my next job comes in. Yuki Furukawa, Takamori Yamano. Wow. Look at all these guys. Sure, you might have knocked me on my butt, wise guy, but I ain't out for the count for just yet. I'll be keeping my guard up and looking for an opening. We gotta get out this dump yet. Ain't that right, Teddy? The second the bell rings for the next round of escape shenanigans, we'll come out swinging. Till then, it's training, training, and more training. You want to know if I'm still planning on becoming an animal stylist? Sure, I'm still studying every single day. Still up to my elbows in mud. But I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? Is my release a few more years away? Now because I helped Warden LaGuard? Oh. What do you think of being so nice to these stupid freaking animals? I don't care about the freaking license. I want to get out of here. Why me? Look at all these characters I completely forgot were in this game. Regina.
I was so shocked when I learned what Simeon had been up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still can't sit around being sad forever, I guess. The show must go on. We can't let the magic department and the ventriloquy department get the better of us. We'll light up that stage and blow away the competition and all those awful memories with it. Yeah.
I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I, boy? Yes, I have. 18 years ago I saved a life, and the troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in a cage. Well, we'll have company soon at least, won't we, boy? Yes, our friend the pup. Things certainly won't be dull with him around. No, they won't.
Hey, our friends.
What dessert shall we eat? A chocolate cake, sticky and sweet.
Oh, so soft, fluffy and light. You'll be dreaming of it tonight.
I'll always be waiting for you, Judy. And I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here.
We have so much to thank him and Mr. Edgeworth for. Most of all, the fact that I get to eat your delicious desserts again, Samson.
Aw. And not just you. They gave me permission to keep providing sweet treats to everyone here. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all these years is finally paying off. Aw. I forgot that she was in prison.
Oh, hello, sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. I owe you a great big thank you, you know. And dear old Greggy Pegleg, too, of course. After all, it's thanks to all of you that I can eat Sammy Poople's sweets again. I'm even thinking of making a lovely medicine out of them. I'm going to call it Snacker's Delight.
It makes your stomach so small you can only eat snacks. So you can get skinny as a tent peg and love every minute. I'm going to make a fortune.
Yay!
What's this? Oh, Larry. I forgot Larry was in this game. Man, I've met so many beautiful people now and drawn so many beautiful sketches. Lulu isn't the biggest fan of my new work, though. She took one look at my sketchbook and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that. Good. Deserved. And, then she left. Guess that's one less beautiful person in my life now. So I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my art or follow my heart? By heart I mean new girlfriend. You got that, right? Hey, bed. Badster, the Badinator. Seriously though, thanks for the assist today, good buddy. You want me to talk about IS-7? I'll talk all day. Sounds like that Edgeworth kid is doing good work. Yeah, Mazarino chose a different path from his old man in the end. Path that means we can't work together, but that won't stop me from looking in on him from time to time. You've come pretty far yourself. Holy macaroni, a compliment from Big Bad Detective Bad? Am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, old pal. You ever need a little fender magic, just say the word. Oh yeah, them.
Looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. I guess because I told them I was kind of forced to do it? Ouch! Ain't no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, dang fool child. Sorry, Grandma. I still feel awful about it, of course. But I'm just glad I get to stay out here with you. What's that? You think we should be getting back to work? I guess you're right. Can't keep the dead waiting.
Science saves the day again, huh? Good thing I happen to be around, right? Even if I do have to jump right back on a plane again and go back to Europe. Oh, all this flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all a part of becoming a first-class forensic investigator. I guess I better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, just say the word, okay? I'll come running. You know I will. The greater one's fathers, the greater the pressure to be great. But Eustace Winner, was it? He has chosen his own path now, and he will be tested. Just as I was. Miles Edgeworth chose to live as a prosecutor over his own father, how his own father lived. That, too, is a valid answer to the question we've all had to wrestle with. Lang! My father hid a secret, bore a burden I could only have imagined. I thought only of my family name. He thought of so much more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean to carry on that legacy, to fulfill his great last wish. Even if our president was an imposter, even if the real president is long dead. Even if it takes all my effort and all of my men's effort, Zhang Fa will rise again. I can't wait for you to see it. Oh, I don't think it'll ever be mentioned again. They should bring back the Zhang Fa arc. They should bring back Lang. I love Lang. He's awesome. I gave up on the whole the winner thing. Told everybody to stop calling me that. Oh, my boy. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. I'm going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon I'll be better than him and better than Edgeworth, so watch out! Now, first order of business, get a new nickname. Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we got it done, and the movie's going down great.
I think the murder stories in the gossip magazines might have helped. Big Bad Man emerges from Big Bad Bull. Revealed true face of monster behind Zhang Fa president murder plot. Huh? Wait, this is a picture of you, Mr. Powers.
What? But why?
Hey, it's not so bad. After all, it'll make people come and see the movie, right?
Yeah, I guess. Aw. Gavel and Sean. Aww.
I very much enjoyed the movie, Sean.
It's nothing. It wasn't even a big part.
It was the main character.
The boy who befriended both Taurosaurus and Gordy.
They don't come any bigger than that. And it was a role you were born to play. You think?
Well, it would be cool to be in the sequel, I guess.
And I kind of like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? I wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad.
Aww.
Of course. And I'll buy some too, for Amelie.
Aww. Aww.
Oh.
April 8th, 4:17 p.m. Prosecutor's building. High Prosecutor's office. Whew! It's been a busy few days, huh, sir? Unbelievably so. How did so many important cases all come along at once?
There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just lucky that way.
Wait, so all that stuff happened because of you?
No, Gummy, how could you say that?
And yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Well, Kay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice?
Yeah, good question.
What? You're not sure?
How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief, just like he was.
The Yatagarasu? Or a Yatagarasu, at least.
But watching how all this panned out for you, Mr. Edgeworth, it got me thinking that maybe I need to get out from under his shadow and live my own life too. Yeah, Kay! Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. It's time to make our own fate.
She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade.
I'm gonna be my own hero.
That sounds like an admirable plan indeed.
I won't be giving up the name, though. Can't not be the Yatagarasu, right?
Whatever name you pick, you'll always be Kay to us, Kay. And you'll always be a hero.
Aw, thanks, Gummy. You'll always be my Gummy, too.
You bet I will. And I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir. Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, detective. Just as I've been counting on you these last few days. You've helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise. Really, sir? You're gonna give me a whole $1? Huh?
Huh?
Wait, you mean... What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, detective. Oh, you will? This is unbelievable, sir. You're nice now. You had a character arc, sir.
No way. Go Gummy.
It's just like a dream come true. I can finally leave the instant noodle life behind. But don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I'll give you everything I got. Just you wait and see.
Aww.
Fender and Judge Gavel set me on a new path in life. A path on which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A path at whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I'll need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy. Nonetheless...
Mr. Edgeworth, there is another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winter. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess.
Of course, Sean.
This clipping gave me more courage than words can express, Simply having it near gave me hope. Do we need this whole flashback clip? It wasn't that long ago. When we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going, no matter how hard the road ahead. So that was your secret weapon all along. The strength of your bond was your son. Aw. The strength of my bonds.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it?
I was trying to find other members for my Yatagarasu team, right?
I do vaguely remember something about that.
I never even found a single one. We were going to be unstoppable in our quest to seal the truth. So much for that little pipe dream.
You're kidding, right? You already have a team. A team that can solve any case the world cares to throw at it.
Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. The prosecutor, the detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all.
I can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth in that case. As long as the three of us stick together, we got nothing to fear. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? You're not gonna leave us in the next game, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed, nothing at all.
Oh.
My father followed his own path, right to the end. And now I follow a path of my own making too. But not alone. I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path, and a new me. And I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. My father's path and mine are different. But they're not as separate as they may seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because of course, both end at the truth.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, it's over.
Oh. That's the end.
That's the end of Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. That's the last time, unless he appears in a new game, we're gonna see Miles Edgeworth. Oh, and any of that group. Oh my god. Unless any of these guys come back in Ace Attorney 7, whenever that is. If it's ever real. That's the end. Man. Well, guys, next stream, we're playing a new game. We're going to be starting the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm very excited for that. Those games I know little to nothing about. I know it has Sherlock Sholmes, and we've got an emote of him, and that's about it. But man. Well, gamers, for the last time, this is the end of Ace Attorney Investigations. I'll be back next time. Gotta fix all the settings up for the new game, figure that out. Oh, it's always wild starting a new game because I gotta fix all the settings. Like, how loud should it be? How loud is it on the camera? Let's start a raid. We're gonna send some love. Thank you guys for joining me. Oh man. This has been so I can't believe it doesn't feel real that it's over. What a great final case. That was very cute. I teared up a little watching it. I really enjoyed it. Oh man. Sending you off in 6 seconds. Sending you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.